Well, hello and welcome back to the Inevitable Jim. Richie's in the house. Say hey to everybody.
What's up, guys?
And yes, it is time for the 1968 Buick LeSabre. Now, this is the car that I bought down in Georgia when I bought the 75 Monte Carlo. If you haven't had a chance to watch the 75 Monte Carlo episode, go back, check it out. And got some footage of it. We did end up going down and getting it and hauling it and bringing it home. Got some footage of us checking the car out, looking it over a bit, and then loading it on the trailer and a little bit of the trip there and back. Cool thing about this car is it is solid. I mean, there's surface rust, but it is solid. Now, the car's been parked up for 35 years. It was in an accident, not mechanical issues, and I'll tell you the whole story about that as we go. But we want to see if we can get this thing running and driving and put it back on the road. Did you check out the window tinting?
Organic.
It's organic, yes.
Custom two-tone.
Custom two-tone, one of a kind. The only thing I've actually done to the car is I put 4 tires on it to get it off the trailer here at the house, because you'll see in the footage coming up here of the Georgia end of this. Yeah, it was something else. Richie's had a minute to kind of walk around it. What's your favorite thing about the car?
Not brown.
It's not brown. Finally, we have a car that's not brown. I do want to give a shout out and a thank. KP stored this car for the last 3 or 4 months for me at his house until I could come down and get it one way or the other. So what do you want to do, Richie?
Look at it.
Yeah, I think we need to get this thing up on the wildfire lift and start going around it and see what we really have. I have not put a wrench on the motor yet.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
It is a 354 barrel.
Buick 350.
It does have an automatic transmission of some sort. I don't know which one.
Does it have an antenna?
There's an antenna hole.
No, we're halfway there.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll the footage for you now of us looking at the car over in Georgia, getting it loaded inside. While you're watching that, Richie and I are going to get it up on the wildfire lift here. And when you come back, we're going to start going through here and see exactly what we have to work with mechanically. Well, hello, and welcome back to the Inevitable Jim. We are in, I don't know, somewhere in Illinois. Pamela and I left last night. We're heading down to KP's place to pick up the 68 Buick LeSabre. On the way, we're going to stop at Chad's. From This and That Garage, we're going to drop him off this Crown Victoria shell. He's been after one. He wants the front suspension to do something out of one, He wants the front suspension out of one to do something with on a project, which, cool, I can't wait to see it. But I buy and sell retired police cars and government vehicles, and I came across this one that we ended up parting out, so giving the rest of it to him. Getting fueled up here and heading on the way. Should be down to Chad, so just before lunchtime today, and then get down to KP's before dinner tonight. On this trip, Pam was able to join me. She is here.
Hi, everyone.
Popped in for the potty break. All right. Got fueled up, so got some ice for the cooler, and we'll check in when we get there. We are at Chad's place, This and That Garage. We got Dude here, Jolly Green Giant's hiding back there, the old Forte down there. Yeah, that's Pam. Pam's down there drooling over the Forte. So, well, Pam's meeting Chad and checking out the old Forte. So we brought Chad a Crown Vic because he wants to, you know him, he wants to build something. So what are we going to do with the Crown Vic stuff?
Probably going to take the front end out from under it, put it under, I can never remember that truck's name, Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet?
You know, because I heated the coil front, the springs.
Yeah.
And they're going to break eventually, so.
All right, we're going to get this Crown Vic unloaded, and yeah, it's hot here.
Very.
You got industrial humidity down here.
Well, I'll tell y'all it's about 7,000%. So, yeah.
All right, I'm going to wring my shirt out and unload a car. Well, Pam's fangirling. She's going for riding Dude and probably Silver Bullet too. I know I've mentioned it before, but If you haven't ever gone to watch Chad at This and That Garage here on YouTube, I'll put his channel up here again. My God, he's got some pretty wild, cool builds. Pam's out riding in Dude. You gotta check out that pickup truck. And I think when we get back, she's gonna take a ride in Silverbolt. I've ridden in Silverbolt. You want to talk? Oh man, that thing will put a hole in the wind. I'm telling you. So having a great time down here visiting with Chad and checking out his rides. Looks like somebody's in hog heaven.
Oh my God, Jim, it was so awesome. I was like,
Now you get to ride in this one.
You be the judge, you tell me which one's faster.
I love the sound of that truck. Gotta get going here pretty soon. Gotta head down to Calhoun, Georgia. Hook up with KP. Get the 68 Buick LeSabre. But Pam's all ear to ear with the grin, so loving it. Having a great time in Tennessee, but damn, it's hot. It is Buick LeSabre time, that's right. We have us here, 1968 Buick LeSabre. Now, if you haven't had a chance to go back and see the episode I did on the 1975 Monte Carlo, go back, watch that, because we are in Calhoun, Georgia, the same place that I got the Monte Carlo. In fact, I bought this car from the same gentleman that I bought the Monte Carlo from. And also in that video, you'll see that we did the revival on the Monte Carlo at my buddy KP's house, and that's actually where we're at right now. We're behind KP's house. He's been gracious enough to store this vehicle for me for the last, I don't know, 3 months. I think it's 3 months. Anyway, the plan was to come back down again and do a revival and drive this one 800 miles home as well. Plans change, time commitments, time restraints, all kinds of reasons. We decided to come down, pick it up with the trailer, and we're going to do the revival at home. So Pamela's with us this time. She got to make the trip with me.
hello, everyone.
Yep, so she is going to be having all sorts of fun. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk around this car, check it out, and then I do know for a fact that this right front tire does not roll. And I know the other three do. There ain't a tire that's got air in it. So we got some work to do just to even get it up on the trailer. But first, let's walk around this thing. See what I bought. What happens a lot of times when these cars get parked up, they get parked up for several different reasons. Now, if you saw the Monte Carlo video, we found out halfway through that revival why it got parked up. It was a bit of a surprise, but we did handle it. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to spoil it now. You're going to have to watch the episode and see for yourself. However, with this one, I'm actually a little more confident in the overall mechanical ability because this car was being daily driven until it got into a fender bender. That's why we have a blue fender and a blue hood, missing a bumper, and so we'll get to that. This car was running and driving, and it was I believe it was the nephew of the gentleman I bought it from, who has a body shop, restoration shop. So this car got taken to the body shop. There it sat for a couple years until they came up with a parts car. Bought the parts car, pulled it inside, started doing the work. Then life happens, as we all know. Car got shoved into a corner, and there it sat, and sat, and sat. Until finally they said, look, it can't sit in here anymore. They pushed it outside. Now, one of the things after it sat outside for about a year, the gentleman on the body shop noticed that the vinyl roof was cracking. Now, down here, if you let the moisture get under there, I'm telling you, they got industrial humidity. It'll turn one of these roofs into Swiss cheese. So one thing that the guy did that actually saved the roof on this car is he went out and he tore the vinyl roof off the car on purpose. And today, that's why this car still has a roof. So this car got parked because of accident damage that never got finished, not because of a mechanical problem. So that's why I'm a little more excited about this one. The other reason I'm very excited about this one is the interior. Yeah, we have the full width floor mat in here, which is kind of nice. And the dash pad's in great shape, steering wheel, everything's fine in here. And that's what I really was after, because down here what'll happen is they'll get a little water in them and such, and then the sun gets a hold of it and tears up the interior. Now, Got some trim here. Part of the purchase price agreement was that they would deliver this car to KP's on a flatbed, which they did. Another part of the agreement was that that parts car, which was still there, we could take anything off of it that we still needed for this car. So KP was gracious enough to go ahead and do that for us. And the parts are, right, here's one of the pieces of trim. We've got parts in the trunk. We got a bumper on the ground bag here. And we should be good to go. So let's see what else we got over there in the glove box and such. Alrighty, well, I want to hop in the passenger side here. See what we got now. We got some nuts and bolts and stuff for the bumpers. Got 3 of the 4 hubcaps here. Hopefully we find the 4th one somewhere. Headlight bezel. And in case I need some help, we got us a Chilton Auto Repair manual here. Oh, here's one of the bezels for the dash up there that fell off right below the fuel gauge. Coolant reservoir or washer reservoir, one or the other. Let's see what's in the glove box. Alrighty. We have original owner's manuals. We've got delivery paperwork from when it was new. Oh, we got us a little gold mine. Now KP's finally decided to stroll out here and join us. He's off in the background. He's mic'd up, so if he starts talking, you'll know what the crazy stuff is.
You'll hear me loud and clear.
Oh, we got some good paperwork here. Now, I'm going to put all this right back in the glove box because I know it's there, and we'll go over it in more detail once we get the car home. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I know I already mentioned it, but they got industrial strength humidity down here in Georgia going on right now. And I'm just going to end up tearing this stuff up because it's kind of soft because it's so humid. But, yeah. Oh, KP!
Yes.
Got you a little something.
Wow, these are aluminum.
High performance. Look at this styling and profiling.
Hold on.
What'd you find in there? What is it?
Axe body spray.
Oh my God.
I feel like a Baptist on Sunday morning.
You looking mighty fine, them glasses, sir.
Appreciate it.
What'd you say they were?
This is a Netflix special.
Yeah.
I can see 8 years of incarceration through these.
What are they made of?
They're aluminum with a plastic lens. Reminds me of an early GoPro.
Did you take the lenses out of those?
I did. I feel like I can see better.
We found KP's binky. Did you find an old Mountain Dew bottle?
Oh, it's glass.
A glass Mountain Dew bottle? That's got to be ancient.
No year on it. No, but it's got.
I'm sure we can figure out when the last year was that you get Mountain Dew in a glass bottle.
Wow, that's impressive.
Now we can get a good look at this seat. See what I'm saying? The interior is in excellent condition. Look at this. Look at this headliner.
Floor mat.
Yeah, and the Buick floor mat side to side back here as well.
You know what I noticed, Jim?
What'd you notice, KP?
These door sills, like for real, they're not even. They don't have dents in them or nothing over here.
Well, that's because it's a quality fine automobile.
I guess you're right.
Are you looking at them high, wide, and handsome?
Yes, I am. Look at that carpet.
I'm liking this.
Yeah.
And you know what's better about this over the Monte Carlo?
No, it has a floor.
It has a floor. Again, if you haven't seen that Monte Carlo video, you got to watch when KP and I worked on that one. This has a floor. All right.
Never again.
You know what I like about this one too? Check this out. 4-door hardtop. There is no pillar between the front door and the rear door. So when you roll the windows down, it is open from here all the way to here. The next thing, this came with keys. That's right, we have keys for this car. We have a title for this car, which is nice. And we have the original plate that came off this car. Last plated in 1990. We're keeping this because it has the flip door for the gas door access. But since KP, we got keys, we should probably look in this trunk. Because I know we put some of the well, KP went and got parts off the parts car. Some of them are in the trunk, but...
You crack it open and I've got the bee spray.
Okay. KP must really be liking those glasses because he's still modeling them things. He's getting us the keys. Now, KP being a native here, he said we might get more wash when we open this trunk, so...
Or a body. There might be a body in here that come from Bartow County.
Nothing flying.
Not
I'm digging
yet.
that.
What'd you do to stir them up earlier?
Open the door. This is the inner fender that the right front needs. KP was nice enough to go get that.
There's an old nest.
Oh, there is an old nest. Boy, somebody's already evicted them. The rest of this is all parts that KP was nice enough to go get. Oh, there's 4 more Buick hubcaps, plus 4 wire wheel Buick hubcaps.
And an extra grill just in case you take it to bingo night.
All right. And we got the taillight housing and such. Well, let me pop you in here. So like I said, we got the grills for the front, extra hubcaps, headlight buckets. There is, oh, one of the old original plates. Last date on that one back there is 1982. Now look at this. Here's the original trunk floor mat, KP.
That's awesome.
Let's see what's under it.
I like that picnic.
There's
pattern.
actually a trunk floor underneath it. This is cool stuff. And then here, then the rubber
You got
Buick trunk mat.
5 choices of hubcap.
Well, there's 4 wire wheels. There's 4 there, and then there's 3 in the front.
I thought there was another one too. Aren't you missing one? Or
Why'd you take them? What happened to your glasses?
I can't. Oh, you can't see them without them.
Well, KP, what are you finding there? You doing some archaeological digging?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm excited about this one. What do you think?
I think this is a full restoration.
I don't know if we're going quite that far, but we're gonna get this thing running and driving now. Oh, we
Jesus.
did.
Okay.
You gonna be out? You gonna make it?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he got the other one. Was there a last one there? Oh, there's another one.
I'm ready.
I actually got stung in the hand. I'm doing okay though. I mean, it's a 354 barrel. I know that. And I know, KP, we got 4 flat tires.
Yes,
Do you have an air tank?
I do.
I think we probably should start there. And then I know that right front one doesn't roll.
I think also 2 of them are off the bead.
We're gonna see if we can't use a little violence. Get this wheel to break free. We've been thumping on it a little bit. Let's get us a bar here, put some tension on it at the same time we're hammering. Okay. Oh, I think she's moving a little. There we go. All right, yeah. Hang on, let me get her on good. Oh, there we go.
Got it.
Yes.
She worked about a 1/4 inch off the back plate too.
Let's do this. Let me roll it the other way too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there we go. Get it past the bad spot again.
Let me give her a couple whacks and push that.
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, we're good. We got it rolling. I'd like to take a moment and thank the sponsor of today's video, Factor 75. Now, you know my lifestyle. I'm so busy all the time. I've got the automotive repair shop, the YouTube channel, and I'm working out with a personal trainer trying to get healthy again. On top of that, you got family, children, grandchildren. There's just not enough hours in the day. However, thanks to Factor and 2 minutes in the microwave, I can be fueled with a meal that fits within my busy lifestyle that I'm always trying to keep up with. Factor has now just introduced their healthiest menu yet, and not only have they doubled the size of their menu, they've also doubled the seafood and protein options available. Also worth noting is all Factor meals are fresh and never frozen. Now eating clean has become so easy thanks to Factor. They take the guesswork out of eating smart for everyone, especially if you are on a specific diet like GLP-1, thanks to their balanced meals. They allow you to stay on track with wellness-forward meals made with whole food ingredients. Today's Factor meal is the penne rosa and meatballs with garlicky green beans and red bell peppers. My favorite so far has been the fajita shrimp with filet mignon and vegetables. It was delicious. Head over to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code InevitableJimFB50 to get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code InevitableJimFB50 at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year. Thanks again to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Now, back to the Buick. All right, now I need to send out, I think, I've been waiting to feature this product because I needed a trip when I was going to be doing the winching on the trailer. KP, how do you say it? Vatrer or Vatera?
I think it's Vatrer.
Vatrer.
It didn't come with a Chinese description.
That company got a hold of me and asked me if I'd like to test their product. And what I needed is I needed a good battery to run the winch on the trailer when I do things like this. I didn't want it to weigh a country ton. This battery's very lightweight. It's the same one KP uses on his trailer.
Love it.
And I power the winch with it. Lightweight, lithium ion, 100 amp hour, and it works really, really well to winch cars on the trailer.
It's lithium iron phosphate, which is a little bit better than lithium ion.
Oh, even better.
Yes.
So here's the expert, because he got one first, and then he turned me on to him and said, yeah, that's a good company. You want to get one for your trailer?
I ran mine, which is the same model. I ran it probably a dozen times and never charged it, and believe it or not, it's still over 90%. And that's been in 90-degree weather probably 6 months, and I've charged it once or twice just to charge it, but it only went down 10%.
So a big thanks to Vatrer. I'm probably butchering it. They've got a lot of products for energy storage if you're into the off-grid or camping thing. Great company to deal with. Highly recommend it. We got KP and Jerry down there trying to find a spot to hook on this car. This is going to be entertaining. See, KP still has his mic on his hat, so we're going to hear everything he's got to say. You going to make it down there?
We got it. Go ahead and give her some tension. I got to get it in neutral.
Yep. Do you need the keys for neutral on this?
Maybe. Hold on. Whoa, whoa. All right, hot dog.
Did you find another red wasp?
Yeah, he's going home with you. Man. Hold on, hold on.
I can steer.
I will try to help you because
it's going to be really hard to turn that. All right, we're going to stop right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to start the truck up, go forward, and try to straighten out with the car. Why? We got to figure out why it's dog track. Okay, so what we got going on right now is this car is actually, the tires are flat, both of them, and we can't air them up in the back. They're off the rims. It is dog tracking something fierce with those as the tires are trying to roll up the rims. We'll run the cable all the way under the car. We're going to hook it to the back and pull with the winch that way, so kind of. All right, so we're going to try pulling it and try to help get it going as straight as we can here, because she's giving us a heck of a fit.
Hold up. Come look at this before we make a mistake.
Well, we'd already made a mistake. We tried to do this in this weather. Here's the plan. The car is actually on the trailer now. So we're going to pull around over onto the pavement, and then KP's going to grab his Jeep. We're going to hook to the back of the car and actually pull it sideways on the trailer to get it squared up for the trip home.
And we could also throw a jack under it, worst case scenario.
No, Jeep sounds more exciting. It's better on video.
It does. Barbie Jeep.
You tell us, should we pull it with the Barbie Jeep or should we do it the old way with the jack?
Comment now.
Okay, all the votes are in. Barbie Jeep time. All right, KP, now this looks a little sketchy, but we are professionals.
We are.
All right, hop in the Barbie Jeep. Let's see what we can do with this bad boy.
4 low.
All right, see what you can do. Come on now. Barbie Jeep to the rescue. All right, hold on just a second. Coming in. Okay, back. Okay, hold on.
You tell me.
Back up a bit, KP. Huh? Take your tension off for just a second. Okay, hold on. Straighten the wheel out, sweetheart. Hard left.
Pam's the real hero in this. She's getting an arm workout. 4 low, baby.
Okay, hang on just a sec.
In idle.
Give me just a little. Give me a little, KP. All right, hold right there. Okay, take tension off. I think we're gonna be good right there.
Some tall, handsome fella got it straightened out.
Pam, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm stuck.
Yeah, that door won't open.
She's gonna have to Dukes of Hazzard it out.
Yeah, we'll have to jack it up though because we're gonna have to get that door open to roll the window up. But
yes, off the Jeep.
Look at this.
Okay.
I got Daisy Duke coming out the car.
Toasty in there.
A little toasty in there.
Toasty.
I get so much crap for this Jeep.
I love that.
I love this Jeep.
Yeah, but you're a big, tall, handsome. It's like everybody was giving me a little crap my Miata last week in Iola. Me and a Miata, you and a Jeep. It's the same thing.
Look, once this thing gets a polished aluminum wheel, and it'll look beautiful. Oh, whoa.
Well,
and transition.
Yeah. So first things first, let's see what we got under the hood up close and personal. It is missing a few pieces, like I said. It wasn't an accident, and they just never finished fixing it. So we have a 350 Buick V8 and 4-barrel with factory air.
Mouse Nest Edition.
Currently, no belt on it. It is the Mouse Nest Edition, you say?
Yeah.
Well, let's pop the air cleaner off there. Oh, yeah, it's missing the wing nut. Yeah, we do have
Or
some...
squirrel. Maybe both.
Well, or both. Maybe it was an equal housing opportunity for squirrels and mice.
You'll have that.
Yes.
Oh,
no.
So smooth.
Oh, hey, before we do anything with this accelerator pump, we want to put some lube down there and see it, let it like ooze down along this shaft.
Yeah.
So it can possibly soften up that diaphragm in there. Let's get some lube for that. We'll be right back. Okay, so we do have that lubricated. Now we're going to let that soakify. Suppose we should see if this turns over, huh?
Maybe.
How about we do that from underneath?
Yeah.
With a breaker bar and socket from underneath. Let's see what we got for oil. Does it have any?
Oh, yeah.
And it's clean.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, put that back in. Let's see. Does it have any juice in the radiator? Okay, well, there is something down in there. There you can see. It's about half down.
Yeah.
But it does look like it's greenish.
Yes.
Like a green tint. Yes, it is green. All right.
Transmission.
Transmission. Why don't you pull the tranny dipstick? See
it's a
what
big
we...
car.
It's a big car. That's right. But you're tall.
Okay.
Oh, it got you, didn't it?
Just barely.
What do we have on the transmission? Is it red?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, it's red. To smell it. Smell good.
Ooh,
Ooh,
brand new.
actually,
Just crap on the hand.
looks pretty good. Excellent. It's looking good so far. Better than the Monte Carlo. Brakes. Let's see what we got under there. This has a bolt-on master cylinder lid, so we're gonna get a wrench. Be right back. All right, we're gonna bolt that. All right, place your bets. What do you think you're gonna find?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Dry.
I bet you there's gonna be some fluid, but it's gonna be old and nasty. And the survey says the lid is stuck.
Very stuck.
Oh,
I win.
don't let it kick your ass.
I win.
What do we got?
Nothing.
Ooh, that's clean-ish.
You know, everywhere but the bottom where, you know.
Yeah. Now, as you saw in the clips from Georgia, the interior in this car is actually in excellent condition. So this is one of the things I'm excited about. Also, 4-door hardtop, no pillar post there.
And the right color.
And the right color, black. 6,148, so that's 106,000, I'm sure. Ooh, power seat. I did not recognize that earlier. That'd be interesting if that works. This thing's like fully optioned.
If not, it's adjusted right.
Yes.
Ish.
All right. I did pick up some spark plugs and an oil filter,
I see.
so we're excited about that. All right. Let's pick it up a little.
Okay.
I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like underneath.
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, we got it up in the air on the wildfire lift, and I can already hear Richie under here drooling about something. What are you drooling about, Richie?
We got the nice, luxurious Hornet's nest.
Yes. Oh my God! Look at the frame, Richie.
I'm looking.
Look at the floor pans. Oh my gosh. The exhaust. Look at this. Look at this 35-year-old exhaust, and the muffler still isn't like it has some surface rust, but I bet you the exhaust is going to be quiet on this car. But look at the frame. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it didn't live any time in Iowa.
What's that?
Said it didn't spend any time in Iowa, that's for sure.
No, it definitely did not spend time in Iowa. Oh my gosh. One thing I'm hoping, Richie, I'm hoping this gas tank is good because they do not make this gas tank. There's two options, and this one's longer than it is wide. They do not make this gas tank. Wow. What are you seeing, Richie?
I'm seeing, wow, kind of describes it actually. It's
Hydromatic transmission of GM. I wonder what transmission is. We're gonna have to research that. Oh wow. This is super solid, Richie.
yeah.
I mean, look at the frame has surface rust, but there's no scale.
Yeah, scale. Looking in the lines inside the coil.
Inside the coil, the brake line, it still has the coating.
Not even surface rust.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Woo, I'm getting excited.
Oh, I've already been excited. Now I'm really excited.
Look at this brake line up here, Richie, the one on the cross member. It's not rusty.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's get a brake roll. Let's see if this engine turns. All right, let's go.
Oh.
You just tightening the bolt?
Yeah.
Not good. Let's, I wonder if we should pull the plugs and squirt some stuff down the holes.
Yeah, we like this one.
Yeah. All right, so we have a situation, Richie. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and blow some stuff around. There's like debris and stuff around these plugs. Actually, we'll probably pull the plugs, take a bore scope, take a look at them. Oh, hey, the AC compressor's kind of in the way for these.
Yeah.
That's why you're gonna do this side for sure.
That's what I was saying.
Bunch of dandelions, it looks like. All right.
I know it's not the right color, but could we call it the Georgia Peach?
Call what?
Could we call it the car Georgia Peach?
Call it the Georgia Peach?
Yeah, it's
we
not
can.
quite the right color though.
We can call it the Georgia Peach. Actually, they wanted to call it Stinger because of the red wasps that were in the door.
Oh.
So,
Is it a bad
KP wanted
sign?
to call it Stinger. We're gonna get this apart, see what we can find, get the bore scope out. All right, spark plugs are out. And I'm not being honest with you, they're black, but there's none with rust. The very tip of the threads on this one had some rust, but I mean, not on the electrode. There is none of these that are, I'm not seeing an issue here. We're gonna go ahead and look down the cylinders. Richie's also gonna see accessories, see if any of them are moving. Is that power steering pump, was it turning?
Yeah, they're all free. Even the water pump's free.
Yeah, okay, so it's not a locked up accessory. Let's look down some cylinders. The front cylinder here. Oh, piston's right at the top. See if I can see I can't, yeah, it's way up at the top, which means this one probably is too. Yeah, but see, they're gooey and black.
What's that indent?
That's the center of the piston.
Oh, okay.
See this one here? These should be down then. Ah, come on, get in the hole. There we go.
Ooh, pretty.
Ooh, that one's nice. Cylinder wall looks good. Not rusty.
Can you see any cross hatching, or is it not like a good angle?
Let me get the angle of the dangle here. I can't. No, I'm not seeing any. But it's not chewed up. I mean, that's not bad at all. Oh, look at that. Look how clean this one is.
For 106,000.
Oh, sitting 35 years. Why won't this turn over? Let's go look at the other side. I'm not seeing a smoking gun on a cylinder here. Let's go to the back cylinder. Look at that, Richie.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks great. Let's go in this one. Now this one's up to the top. But again, black and gooey, not rusty and crusty. Again, black gooey. And let's go to the second cylinder back now. That was the front cylinder. Bend the scope. Just look at that one little speck of rust on that cylinder wall.
Yeah.
But that's not enough to stop an engine from turning.
No.
Well, Richie, I mean, what you guys just saw there, the ones that we could see, all of them, they all look the same. And the ones where the pistons are up, they're black and gooey. The one thing I see from them plugs is it was running rich. Not sure why it won't turn. Let's do a little more digging. Okay, so here's our plan. This does have an inspection cover here that we can remove. That should give us access to the flex plate, looks like. Let's see if we can get that down and maybe get onto the teeth of the flex plate and pry a little bit with a little more force. I'm not sure why this thing isn't turning. So we're gonna try to give it a little more oomph. All right, now, I don't like to pry on the aluminum starter, but let's get just a little bit, Richie. Let's see if we get any movement.
Just a little bit.
Ooh, I see it moving.
Oh, we got one teeth.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah.
Now it's going.
Okay, now let's get on the front with a pry bar, or not pry bar, ratchet.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, she was just stuck in one spot.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get a couple rotations out of it.
Really happy about it.
Oh, yeah, there we go. She's turning over really good now.
Butter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's golden. It doesn't seem to have a lot of compression though, I'll admit.
Well, it ain't gonna have no compression, Richie.
Oh,
the
no
plugs are out of it. All right. Well, let's do this. Before we zing this thing over, well, we should check, let's go see what the points look like. The oil looked pretty good. Let's see if we got any battery cable. Well, let's just crank it and see, let it circulate some oil. And then we'll check for spark and see if we got any sparkles.
Okay.
And then see what happens if we put something right down the carburetor. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's work that plan. All right, let's see. We got a ground cable here. Let's pull this up through. Positive cable is, ooh, this don't look good, Richie. There's no end on it. Let's put a cable end on it here. You want to run over on that cart is the battery. Let's get the battery for it. You do have a new battery for it, Richie.
Is it the right one?
It's top post.
So yeah.
This is before they started putting those stupid side posts in GMs.
Yeah, those are great.
Do you want to pop that distributor cap off? And let's just take a look at what the points and associated stuff inside looks like. And did you happen to keep track of which plug wires went where as you pulled them off?
I sure did, and then they all dropped, and so I have no idea.
You're awesome. All right, battery. We got the go handle version, thank God. It even has a battery tray left in it. I mean, it's not all rotted and gone. What's the distributor look like inside, Richie?
It's got fins and stuff, and it looks good enough.
Look pretty good?
Yeah.
Anything growing in there?
A couple spiders, that's about it.
Okay.
That's all you need.
Do we need to run anything between them points real quick, or you think you want to try it for spark without it?
Yeah, we'll try it real quick.
Okay. Go ahead and pop the cap on, and we'll see what we got going on. Let's hook up the battery and see what turns on inside.
Oh, you didn't do that yet?
No, I touched it, and there was no sparks, so.
That's good.
Yeah. But let's put it on and then get the keys and turn on the ignition and see what turns on.
Cool.
Richie's unhooking the fuel line to the carburetor, because if this does crank, we don't obviously want it to, if the fuel pump by chance would be good and pump anything, we obviously don't want it pumping a bunch of garbage up here.
Did you ever smell what's inside the gas tank?
No, I did not attempt to smell inside the gas tank. Let's go inside and turn the key on. Okay, Richie, do the honors. Let's put the key in it. Oh, hey, we got key dinger. Go key on. Any lights?
Allegedly, we have a full tank of gas.
Ooh, I see a head. Well, the headlights on the driver's side are on.
The ones
Let's
that are
see if
there.
I got taillights back here on the ones that are in it. Negative.
We have high beam though. Oh, that made these lights come on. We got temperature, defrost, all that.
Okay, we got dash lights. Click further, see if any of the warning lights come on the. Oh, hey, it cranks. Okay, well that's good. Let me go out here and put this up on the stand and let's crank it a little and see what happens. Let me grab a test light quick. Let's see if we're even getting power to the coil. Since we know it'll crank with the key, which is awesome. Let's see where all we got power out here. Verify your test light. Yep, test light's good. Okay, do you have the key on?
Yeah.
Key off.
Okay.
Okay, key back on.
Okay.
Yes, we have power to the coil. Let me put a screwdriver in the coil wire to ground here and see what I get. Okay, go ahead and crank it. Negative.
Nothing?
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. We probably got to file those points. Let's do that real quick and then we will try it again. Okay, well, we're getting ready to do some stuff here and The supervisor came down. There she is. Sandy's here. Hello, Sandy. How are you? Did you come down to check up on us? Richie's here. Did you see Richie? He's over here. You gonna say hi to Richie? Yeah, check up on Richie. Is Richie doing a good job? You better check in. Is he up there doing a good job? Is it time to go up? Did mommy send you down to come get dad? We're gonna try to see if this fires up here real quick, and then I think it's time to head in. I have been summoned by the puppy. All right, so real quick, I did take the distributor cap and rotor off, went in with a points file, and I did get a whole lot of debris off the points. We did check then, the points were arcing. We did go ahead and put the new spark plugs in. We have fuel line disconnected. We're gonna give it a little shot of fuel here and see what happens. Are we in park, Richie?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna fill the bowl up here if I can hit the hole. A little bit right down the throat for it to grow on. All right, Richie, I'll run the throttle, give it some kick. Contact. A little bit of lifter noise. Got a vacuum leak right up front here.
Yeah. You want to try again?
Yeah, let me fill the float bowl up fully.
Okay.
Give me a vacuum cap for this here. Top drawer, the red box behind me,
Okay.
has vacuum caps in it. And a little white container right here for that one. I idled rough until I put my finger over that. Okay, she's full. She's coming out the top. There we go. That'll work.
Yep.
Shall we fire it up again?
Oh yeah.
Float bowl is full. What you think, Sandy? Look at that.
Like a dream.
Oh my gosh. Sounds good. Little lifter noise.
Do it.
Let's see if that'll go away. We need to get... Oh, shut her off.
What you got? Fuel pump?
Fuel pump started pumping. Woo!
Oh yeah. Oh, that smells fantastic.
This is when we need smell-o-vision.
Wow, that 30
Whoa.
years sitting at least.
Well,
Look at that.
good news, bad news. Good news is there's a bunch of bad stuff in the tank, which means the tank
It might-
holds fluid. So maybe if we drain it out,
Many filters.
mini filters, put a hose on that and just let it pump it into buckets.
Oh,
Let's let the fuel pump empty the tank for us. All right, we got a hose running into a bucket. You can fill the float bowl up again. Okay, it's full. It's probably gonna start a little rich. Oh yeah, we're pumping some bad stuff into this bucket.
oh yeah. Mustard.
Oh yeah, it's orange. It's actually orange. Wow. That is the most paint thinner
Yeah.
varnishing smelling fuel I've ever smelled. Well, it stopped pumping.
Man, I sure hope we didn't clog up the fuel line.
Well, if we did, we'll always wish we didn't.
That's true.
We can always blow backwards through it.
Yeah.
Do we want to run one more bowl full?
Yeah.
All right, let me grab a refill. So what do you think about how it sounds, Richie?
Pretty good. Wish the lifter kick would go away, but even if it doesn't, it's not that bad.
Well, and the thing is it's gonna have some. I mean, it's 35 years. What I'm surprised is it's actually idling, and it acts like it has an accelerator pump.
Acts like it.
I mean,
Yeah, it did go.
let's listen. Well, there's none in it right now.
Yeah.
Let's fill the bowl up here. A few fumes coming up, like vapors coming up there like it does. All right, go ahead and start up. Let's let it idle some more. And I'll fill the bowl up a couple times as it runs.
Good.
I'll go ahead, I'll clear it out. Go ahead. Grab the voltmeter out of the top drawer, bottom box. Let's see if it's charging.
Oh yeah, we got charged.
It's charging, oh my gosh. Temperature ticks are going away. I'll have the radiator cap off. I don't want the building pressure. Oh. All right, we officially ran her out of fuel there. Let's regale them with tales of orange gasoline.
I mean, it used to be gas.
Well, look at this. It's literally orange. Wow.
One off.
We're going to properly dispose of this.
Yep.
Well, Richie, she was a little stuck, but I think there's just a hard spot.
Yeah, she's happy now.
But she fires up, she runs. Richie checked the charging system. It's charging. The carburetor is running surprisingly well, but I'm sure we got to go through that. I do have a carb kit for it. Lots of other parts I think we're going to need. Probably, well, everything in the brakes.
Yeah.
Master cylinder, wheel cylinders, hoses. I'll get all that ordered. The ignition components really didn't look that old.
Yeah.
We should probably get a water pump just for good measure. Belts. Yeah, the usual. And we're going to wrap this up for tonight. It's getting late. As you saw, I was getting called to the house by the puppy, which means, yep, Pamela sent her down. Thoughts, Richie?
Well, hate to say it, but it might not need a big block.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. It might not need a big block. The coolant was starting to flow. The radiator hoses were warm. Thermostat opened up. Gosh, I say let me order up some parts tomorrow, and we'll come back in it in a couple days. Let's change some oil. Put some, drain the coolant. Put some coolant in it. Get some hoses, belts, brake stuff, and we'll come back at it in a couple days, and then try to blow that fuel line out backwards.
Maybe.
And forwards.
Yeah.
And then maybe put some fresh fuel in it and see if it'll pump that. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get some parts. We're going to come back at this in a few days and keep moving along with this video. And I hope you're enjoying the 68 Buick LeSabre so far. Welcome back. It's a couple days later. So yesterday I was editing video all day and I ordered a whole slew of parts. So the other night after Richie and I got it running, we sat down and we wrote out a whole list of parts that we wanted to get, ordered those in, and then today it's been running around picking those up, see what unfortunately wasn't right, find another one, and everything. But it's been a productive day. So all I've done so far is we got the Buick LeSabre up on stands and I got the 4 tires off. That's the only thing mechanically that's changed since you saw it in the last clip. Richie should be over here pretty soon. We're going to dive right back into this thing. I've got a pile of parts here. I got a pile of parts there. I got parts over there. I got parts everywhere. So we're going to get after this thing and get ready for the road. So one of the things I struggled with, which I didn't think it would be as big a deal, was the fuel pump. So as you can see up here, I got to get the lights behind me here so I don't want to shadow block it. But up here, it's a 3-line fuel pump. So these came out with a 2 or a 3. So you got a hard line here, goes up to the carburetor, a return line, and then the supply from the back of the car. Looks like a pretty straight up GM style fuel pump. Kind of like a small block Chevy, but a little different lines. And I ordered a new one. 3-line, because it was a 3-line or 2-line, and this shows up. Yeah, not even close. And I got a question here. I'm sure there's an application for this, but let's look at this closely. You mount it to the block here, and you have a hard line. They have the hard line coming out down here, pointed right at the engine. Not sure what it fits. I know it doesn't fit this car, but yeah. So did a little research, some hunting, and came up with this one. Now the only difference I'm seeing here is the supply line from the tank is at a 90, which that's rubber, so it's not a big deal. But the hard line's coming out where it needs to come out, straight out the bottom, and of course the return line. So That was the last one I had to fight to get the right stuff, but I think we can get to work now. Richie showed up, he just got here, and we have a plan. Just do this and we'll be done.
Yep, just that.
Yep. What'd you say the plan is?
Fix car for step 1.
Yes.
Drive car, step 2. Step 3 is burnout.
Burnout. Step 3 is burnout. Oh, I gotta add burnout. I'll add burnout to the list. We've got brakes, fuel pump, oil change, coolant. A lot of stuff.
Oh, brakes is just one line.
Yeah, brakes is just one line.
That's just one line.
This is brakes. All right, we're gonna get started here. All right, so we gotta get in here and change these rubber fuel hoses from there to the hard line on the car, which is all the light over here. Yeah, the hard lines are clear over here.
Yep.
My gosh, I've never seen hoses, rubber chunks that long. That's about, what, 3 feet?
Yeah.
Dang, okay. Well, we'll get those changed, and then we'll change the ones up at the front end of the car, and then swap in a pump. And, yeah. Let's pull backwards to these lines, make sure nothing's plugged. What do you think?
After disconnect them here. Right?
Yeah, well, we should probably try to go all the way through to the tank. Well, we got the return line and the supply line clipped there. Should we get the blowgun and just lightly blow it back into those?
Yeah.
All right, send some through the return and the supply. See if there's any resistance. No resistance?
No.
Okay, what about the return line? Oh yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, they're wide open, excellent. We're gonna get these rubber hoses changed and give you an update in a minute.
Okay.
So we thought we'd take this opportunity to stick the bore scope in the fuel pump opening here and just see how clean everything looks in the engine. That's the timing gear right there. Let's go a little further, see if we can see. Oh, look how clean everything is in here. Oh man, that's nice. Chain looks nice and clean right there. See if I can get the edge of it there. Look at that.
Ooh, baby.
Nice. Okay. Well, in the interest of trying to get stuff done here, I'm going to try to go ahead and get a step stool up here and work on this hub. When you have a car in the air, it's kind of hard sometimes to do hub work. So let's get a step stool here. Shed a little light on the situation.
Always make sure the tallest guy is under the car.
Yeah, put the tallest guy under the car. That's right. Let's get this hub apart. See what we got for brake stuff going on. How's the fuel pump going there, G?
Really, really, really good.
Really, really, really good. Now, guys, on these dust caps, I've seen guys hit them with a hammer, get on with a screwdriver. Let's get you a pair of channel locks. Get it the right size. Grab a hold and just rock it and pull.
Rocket barb.
And they come right off. Bop.
What's it look like?
It's greasy.
Good grease?
It's got good grease, yes.
Cool.
Good black grease. Liking it.
Better than
All right.
Bluetooth grease.
Is there a cotter pin in here?
Is there a what?
A cotter pin. Yes, there is. We got us a cotter pin. Excellent. Let's see if we can get to it. Ba-ba-bum. Oh, yes. Cotter pin removed. Take the same said channel locks. Just to see, you're gonna have the channel locks out anyway. Oh, like butter. Uh-oh. There's always that one where that burr, you know, when you try to take the castle nut off.
Yeah.
That one spot it catches when you get towards the end.
Luckily, you got a pair of channel lock.
What's that?
Luckily, you got your channel locks.
Now, the other thing, too, is when you got a wheel seal, you don't have to, a lot of times you'll see guys, they'll get this off and they'll take a punch, hit the back of the bearing and such. You don't need to do that. And potentially deform the bearing and such. And sometimes, now granted, these seals are pretty old, they'll probably need replaced, but if you need to save it, all you do is you put the nut, a couple threads back on the spindle, and then when you pull your rotor or your drum off, you bring it out, and then you just kind of pull down. As you're pulling out, you kind of pull down, and that nut will catch the back side of that bearing and pop your wheel seal right out. Just like that. Here's your inner bearing and your seal, completely intact. Holy crap, the brakes are new.
I called it. Let's go.
These brakes, the shoes, hardware, and everything. And they're riveted shoes. I'll run old riveted shoes. I won't run old bonded shoes, but I'll run old riveted shoes. Yeah, this drum needs turned.
It's fine.
It's not like grooved and stuff. It's just got a ton of surface rust.
Yeah.
That thing would howl like a banshee.
Sure wouldn't mind.
Obviously, we're going to change the hoses and the wheel cylinders. This backing plate isn't even rusty. I mean, get on in here. Let me show you. Now, granted, there's cobwebs and such, but look how nice this is. If the other front one looks this good, Richie, I'm going to run these front shoes and hardware.
Oh, I bet they
I would change wheel, cylinder, and hose, but
I bet they do.
God, this is great. Happy camper here. Get the other side off, see what we got. So, got the driver's side apart, and again, shoes and hardware and stuff, not that old, but wheel cylinder, yeah. We got all new wheel cylinders and hoses and everything, but wanted to show that to you. She's pretty full of crust. The drum definitely needs turned. Not quite as bad as the right front, but we'll get these drums turned up. There's no deep grooves, just surface rust. So Richie's got the new fuel pump on, and we got the new supply line from the tank. We did go ahead and put a filter in front of the pump. Now I know you're not supposed to filter the intake, but I want to make sure we're not sucking garbage through that pump. Now you saw we did blow through the lines. Now Richie, we did stick the bore scope down the tank filler, and how'd that tank look inside?
The filler neck, not the greatest, but the tank looked pretty damn good. Yeah,
the filler neck had some of the white fuzzy stuff you see, like in old tanks, the going down the inlet. But once we got inside, no real rust, and it was damp. You know, like the old fluid that we drained out that was nasty had obviously been sloshing around in there on the trip back up here on the trailer, but it wasn't scaly, not a lot of debris. So we're gonna roll the dice and run it and see what happens.
And it looked about empty too, so that could have been why.
Yeah, it's empty now, which is nice. That fuel pump pumped out the last of the nasty stuff. So
the old pump might have not been dying. It might have just been out of fuel.
Yeah, the old pump was working, but we don't know for how long. So
probably
got the new one on there, and rather go that route. And while we're talking about fuel system stuff, got the carburetor here. Carburetor has been completely rebuilt. Cleaned up, rebuilt, gone through. Brian over at Automotive Fuel Systems was nice enough to go through the carburetor for us. Get her all cleaned up and good to go. Now, I've had a few of you say and comment that, Jim, why don't you rebuild your own carburetors? And the thing is that on the basic carburetor, like any 2-barrel or 1-barrel, like Motorcraft 2100 series or Rochester 2-barrel or any single-barrel carburetor, yeah, I'll do them all day long. But when you get into the more oddball or the trickier ones like the Motorcraft 4-barrels or Quadrajets. I mean, Quadrajets are one of those carburetors you either got to know what you're doing or not. And the thing is, I have Brian here locally, probably the best carburetor guy in the whole Midwest, and that's not an exaggeration. And he owns Automotive Fuel Systems here in Marion, Iowa. I'll put up a little thing here for Brian at Automotive Fuel Systems. If you've got a carburetor, doesn't matter how old, he can help you get that thing going. And reach out to him. I'll put the link to his Facebook page. You can shoot him a message through there, and you can ship your carburetor in. He'll work on it, ship it back to you, but great guy. So the point is when I got a carburetor guy that good in my own backyard, why not utilize it? So thank you very much to Brian from Automotive Fuel Systems for being a great partner of the channel and helping us out with this Quadrajet. All right, Richie's wrapped this up back here. He was doing his aerobatics, getting wrapped up in there. These hoses, I'm telling you, from a fuel tank to the hard lines, which are clear over here on the frame.
It's all hose.
Yeah, that's the longest chunks of rubber I've ever seen from a tank to body. But anyway.
The hoses aren't just because they're long, it's proportional because the car's so big.
Oh, so you're saying the bigger the car, the bigger the rubber hoses from the tank to the car?
Yup. Nope.
Okay, well then that definitely flies well with this one.
Gotta have the ratio.
So we're going to see what this oil that's in here looks like. Drop it out. Well, that's the bottom. Let's see here. Yeah, it definitely needs an oil change. I'm going to top her back off. We're using some Castrol 1040. It was some stuff I got on clearance at O'Reilly's. I bought several jugs of it. Because this oil's not going to be in there for very long, is it, Richie?
No.
Probably run the engine tomorrow night, get it up to temperature, and then we'll dump the oil again, get it flushed out. Interesting point underneath Richie's arm there. We're going to zoom in there.
You like it?
Lugnutguys.com. Anything you need that attaches a wheel to a car, lugnutguys.com are your people. Call Jeff and the guys. They'll be able to take care of you. I'd like to thank lugnutguys.com, a proud supporter of the Inevitable Gym. How's your extreme oil change going, Richie?
Extreme.
All right, we want to get these rear drums off here so we can have a look at them. See what kind of shape they're in, because I'm sure they're at least going to need turned, just like the front ones. So they need a little persuasion. So I'll grab the air hammer here. Richie's up there. Richie's taking off the master cylinder so we can compare it to the two options that we got. And let's see if we can get these off. Well, it sounds hollow like it's loose. Let's see if we can get it to come off. Oh, it wants to. Oh. I bet we got us a heck of a ridge on there. Gonna get to work on this a little bit. We'll be back when we get them off. Well, we got the drums off. Had to get back the adjusters off, but look at these brakes. My goodness. All the springs still have color on them. Look at the face of this axle, Richie. What do you think of that?
Shiny.
I mean,
if this car was 5 years old in Iowa, like
that would be surface rust already.
Or deeper.
This is 57 years old.
We need to go to Georgia more often.
Hey, we need to go to Georgia more often. Riveted shoes again. They're 90% plus. All the springs have color. I'm just doing wheel cylinders. I'm running this stuff. The drums, I'm going to turn them because they got a few spots, but look at the drums. The drums aren't even rusted bad. They got a couple spots and such, you know, some rust and things, but overall,
the adjusters moved. They moved easy. I mean,
yeah.
Other than poor placement of the access hole to get to them,
yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, they put the access hole right where the lower control arm comes down there, or the trailing arm, excuse me. But yeah, color us happy on the brakes.
The whole car, really.
Well, the whole car, yeah. We are going to do all 4 wheel cylinders, all 3 brake hoses, and a new master. Turn the drums. I'm going to take them up, have them turned tomorrow. I think we roll with it, Richie. What do you think?
Oh yeah, that's probably better than anything you're going to buy today, anyway.
Absolutely. All right, moving right along. All right, I'm just geek boying this stuff. Southern Geek Boy car. Look at this frame. Now that's where the flat tire rubbed it when we rolled it on the trailer. But look at this frame. Look how good and solid this car is. Richie, this just doesn't exist here in Iowa.
Doesn't exist anywhere.
I mean, my goodness.
And it was outside, like not in a barn or anything.
No, it was outside. I mean, it sat in the shop for a while until they decided to, we ain't gonna have time to fix it, but I'm sorry. I just had to I don't know. What was that? I got a car crush on this frame.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, got to get back to work. Rich is getting the new master cylinder installed. I'm kind of bummed it doesn't have the screw-on lid, but this one will be easier to service and maintain with the snap ring over it,
At least it's not aluminum.
Yeah, at least it's not aluminum. It is a cast iron one. Did you pull the vacuum line out of the brake booster?
Yeah, so that way I can get
Okay, good. I was going to say, I hope it wasn't missing.
No.
All right, got that on. Now we're going to bench bleed it after we get all the rest of the brakes done and bleed the whole system at once. But master cylinder installed. All right, I'm going to get after some of these brakes here. First thing I'm going to do is rinse these all off. Can of brake clean here, get all the dust, dirts, cobwebs. What little bit of, there isn't a whole lot of brake dust and grease and stuff on here. These shoes are in excellent condition. The whole brake, you know, I mean, backing plate, everything, except for the wheel cylinders, of course. They're full of crud. So we're gonna get these knocked out. Let's get these bearings and such into some cleaner degreaser here. Get those cleaned up. And the nut. Okay. Get the brake pliers, get these springs loose, and get this opened up so we can get that wheel cylinder swapped. Alright, got my brake pliers here. Get these springs loose at the top. There we go. Open that up. Finish rinsing this off. One thing on some of these GM cars is the bolts for the wheel cylinder. Yeah, they kind of bury them in here. And they don't give you a lot of room to get on it with anything. So that's the only thing I'm not really liking about this, but we'll get it off. So you just have to spread the shoes open at the top there just a little bit, and then you can get the wheel cylinder out without taking the whole drum assembly apart, which is kind of handy, especially if it's not something you're really comfortable with. Working on getting these out here, and once we do, it shouldn't be too bad. Now normally I film all the episodes with the brake lines, but this car is so rust free. I was not worried about this crack loose at all, and the nut freely spins on the line. Probably one of the nicest ones I've ever seen for a vintage car. So get this knocked out. Okay, there's the line, and the wheel cylinder pops right out. Now these things, whew, they were full. I mean, you can just see all the debris in there just falling out. Let's see what this side looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's just completely rusted in there. And that's pretty common because brake fluid is hydroscopic, meaning it holds moisture. Not uncommon. Yep. Wrong parts. Them dang parts, gremlins. So the wheel cylinders they sent have straight across bolt holes, like typical, like you'd see on any other wheel cylinder. Let's see if I can grab one here. Like, you know, the bolt holes are straight across here, you know, here and here. The front ones, no, they're diagonal, okay? And they're a larger bore. I mean, obviously rear wheel cylinder, smaller bore, front wheel cylinder, bigger bore, okay? It's bigger bore, smaller bore. The rear wheel cylinders were correct. I didn't film it, I'll film the other one, but I quick took one of the rear ones off. I wanted to see if they were wrong too, but that's good. So anyway, long story short, special order overnighting them for me, 2:15 tomorrow. So we're hoping to drive the car tonight, but ain't gonna happen. So we're gonna hop back here. I'll bring you along on the other rear one. Here, we'll get that knocked out, and then we'll jump to putting the carburetor back on. All right, so I'll bring you guys on in here so you can watch what's going on here. Whew, look at that. We're getting right in on it. All right. So again, when you're going after just the wheel cylinder, you can take your top springs off like this. And guys, get a pair of actual brake spring pliers. Stop using pliers and punching yourself in the face and pinching your fingers and all that sort of good stuff. That's never fun. Just being a little argumentative. Of course, it's not a spring, so I'm trying to cheat. There we go. All right. Then you can just open this up like this and like that. Now your wheel cylinder's not bound up at all. Again, I just gotta tell you, I love these Southern cars because there's just no rust. No rust. Especially when it comes to the brake lines and such. So let me hop back there. I'm gonna pop the rear line off and the 2 bolts, and then we'll pop this wheel cylinder out and change it. All right, I got the line loose at the back. I didn't take it all the way out just yet. Kind of want to get a little wiggle room. Going after the bolts. Now the bolts on the back for the wheel cylinders are just like Ford and every other ones. They're nice, straight, get on there with a socket. I mean, look at this. I cracked the bolt loose, and I'm taking it out with my fingers. That doesn't happen with Midwest vehicles. Nope, doesn't happen. So yeah, love these Southern cars. Ratchet hammer. And out it comes. Let's see what we got back here behind these dusty. Oh, yeah. Take a look at this. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look behind this one. And behind door number 2. Yep. Corroded as well. Not nearly as bad, but good thing we're changing these out. I'm going to go over to the wire wheel, clean up these push pins and such so they're ready to go, and then I'll grab the new wheel cylinder and we'll slide that in. All right, got the new wheel cylinder here. I'm just going to set it here and see if I can freehand by braille this brake line. I mean, it's spinning so freely. If I can get it started. I think I got it going. Feels like it anyway. Now I can not turn my back to you. So, yeah, I was saying we get the garage doors open right now. The heat kind of let up for a few days, and it's actually somewhat pleasant. I got the fans going because it's still a little humid. I mean, there's just not a lot of air movement right now. But it's nice that it's not 100 degrees and 95% humidity, and yeah, it's just, it was hotter than Satan's ball sack for a while there. All right. Alright, got that. Now let's get our line tightened up. See if I can't run it in more by finger. There we go. Alright. Got those push pins cleaned up. Put them back in here. Line them up the spot in the shoe. And there we go. Pull these back up and around. Put the little plate up here. There we go. Now just gotta get in with some brake clean, rinse all the crud off, and we're ready to put the drum back on. Good to go. Gotta love it. All right, let's go get some brake drums picked up. Pulling the wheel cylinder and hose and stuff off the driver's side here up front. I wanted to show this to you. It's just let's take the other side off, see what happens. Oh yeah, they were junk. So one of the positives about missing a right front inner fender when you're skinny like Richie is you just climb in the engine bay and work on stuff. Richie's rerouting a vacuum hose from the PCV valve, getting a new chunk on there because it was hard as a rock. I've got the gasket surface cleaned off, woo, and the intake manifold vacuumed off. Got the new gasket selected, identified and selected, and we are going to get this carburetor back on. Alrighty, we're gonna finish getting this installed. We will bring you back for the startup. Well, we're topping off the radiator, a little bit of water, and so it has a little something more to circulate because it was a little low. We never did top it off. And then we've put about 9 gallons in the tank.
Yeah.
About 9 gallons in the tank. Why don't you hop in? I'll fill up the float bowl, and we'll see if this fuel pump will suck from the tank, and we can watch that filter and see how nasty the stuff is that comes up.
I'm sure it's good.
I'm sure it's awesome.
Real good.
You know, and again, I'd like to thank Brian from Automotive Fuel Systems here in town for going through the Quadrajet for us. Really do appreciate it. Oh, I can hear the squirter. All right, hit it. Oh yeah, we're pulling fuel already.
What's it looking like?
don't look too bad at all, really. They don't look too bad, actually. If we can get it to focus. You can see it's actually not pulling a lot of crap or anything yet. Now, of course, we haven't started driving it around yet, softening things, but yeah. Boy, I didn't even touch a screw on it. Ryan got it pretty good off the jump.
Every time.
We're gonna let it warm up and wait till the coolant flows, and then we're gonna shut it off. We're gonna drop the oil, change the oil one more time, and check to see if we got transmission action. It's running really, really good. It's running smooth. The carburetor seems to be spot on. You can see a little steam coming out of the radiator here, possibly. The thermostat has opened. We do have water circulation going on right now. Probably let it run for another minute or two, and then we're going to stop and do an oil change. So, see what kind of oil and stuff comes out of it. A lot of the lifter noise is quieted down. We still have a little bit. Turn this up a little bit there. We still have one lifter on the back of the bank on the driver's side, clattering every once in a while. Kind of coming and going, but let's go ahead and shut it off and do an oil change. Let's see what we got. So, sometimes you need a gasket. You don't have one, and you don't have access to get one right away. This drain plug the gaskets, it's left the chat. It's decided to be gone. So I have some regular gasket material, and this is called a gasket cutter kit. It has different size rings. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a drain plug gasket. Get the size you want. Knock all your other ones off with the vibration. All right, and that gives us our base circle. Oh. Then we need to cut the center ring out of it. Oh, that's a little big. About that big, okay. This is the way things used to be done all the time when they didn't have gasket sets for everything on God's green earth. And every once in a while, I still have to get this old cool set out. It needs a little more on this side. There we go, there's a good sound. And voila. And just like that, you have an oil drain plug gasket. Run drain plug. Looks like I went to the store and bought it.
Or two if you forgot to film it the first time.
Rub it in. You want to double it up?
Sure.
There you go. All right, we're gonna get her filled back up here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the Castrol GTX back in it again, but we do have a can of the BFL. BFL is used and recommended by leading racers for reliability under extreme high performance conditions. It reduces friction in your engine. Basically, this is a ZDDP additive, old school one. Real good supporter of the channel and friend of the channel, Jay, down in Missouri, sent me a whole case of this.
Missouri.
It is cool. Missouri? Yes. So thanks, Jay. Really appreciate it. Let's get this in there. You know it's old school and awesome when it has a metal pop top. That's straight out of the 80s, dude. So we're going to get this topped off. We're going to fire it back up. And then Richie is going to try to put it in gear. Now, we don't have brakes yet, but we can still put it in gear. I went ahead and I did put a lug nut on each of the rear drums so that the drum won't come off. And then we're going to see if we have a transmission. What's the odds, Richie? What do you think?
100%.
100%? All right, we're going to see. God, that sounds good. All right. Well, let's drop in reverse, see what happens. Oh, yes. Neutral. Drive. Let's see if we got another gear. You have a speedometer?
Yeah.
Okay, take it up, see if it shifts. Go up to about 45, 50.
Yeah, we got second.
All right, it shifted. Neutral. Okay, all the way to park.
Okay.
Perfect. We have an operating transmission. That is awesome, awesome news. So the engine is running really, really well. We're gonna let it sit here, chew on some coolant and such for a little bit, and yeah, we're really excited about how it sounds. Really, really wanted to drive it tonight. Richie and I are both bummed. We really wanted to take it for its first drive tonight, but as you saw earlier, we got the snafu with the damn wheel cylinders up front here, but that's all it needs. And if we had wheel cylinders, we could drive this car.
Or we could bleed the brakes, clamp off the front hoses and drive it.
With just rear brakes. Nah, I don't want to take a chance with this one. We'll get it. We'll see if we can't get it driven in the next few days. So, because tomorrow's Friday, they're supposed to come in at 2:15, and Pam and I got plans this weekend. We're gonna be gone shortly thereafter. So, probably Sunday night we'll get the wheel cylinders on it and be able to take it for its first drive. It's burping. I don't know if we dare cap it and let it build pressure because we still have the old hoses and stuff on here. The biggest reason why we haven't changed the hoses yet is we're pretty suspect on this radiator, honestly, and we're likely gonna have to put a different one in it, so I don't want to build too much pressure just yet because I do want to run the engine, but you can see here it is burping, so
A lot.
it's doing its thing. But all right, we're gonna let it run a little more and be back in a minute. Alrighty, welcome back everybody. It is a couple days later and we did get the correct front wheel cylinders in. Got one installed here. Gotta go ahead and get the brake line put on next. And then we're gonna hop over to the same thing on the other side. Then it's time to pack these front wheel bearings. Got our drums back from O'Reilly's after getting them machined. And then we can get the front hubs back together, bleed some brakes. When you go to put in a screw-in style brake hose like this, don't forget the copper washer. It's very important. It'll usually come with the lines and the wheel cylinder, but make sure you get that copper washer on there before you screw it back into the back of that wheel cylinder. Now when you go to put your hose in, the bracket here where the metal line's gonna go in, make sure you turn this hose till it drops in. See how that last little bit there? So you push and all of a sudden you find that detent, pops right up in there. You want to make sure you find that detent so that when you put your clip in to hold your brake line, it's going to work and it's up all the way. Tap the clip in. Now your brake hose is installed. Now we just have to screw in the steel line. The good thing on this car with it being so rust free is that it spins right in. All right, now when it comes to packing wheel bearings, I've shown this before, but it's worth showing again. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom this in a little bit for you. When you're packing a wheel bearing, first of all, you want to get it all clean, which we've done. Then you just take a big old goop of grease, put it in the palm of your hand. Now there's automatic packers, there's all kinds of things out there. But if you don't have the tool, this is how you can do it at home. You take the bearing like this, you cup with your fingers, and you see how I got the big end, the big diameter facing down. And what you're doing is you're making a motion like this, and what you're doing is just digging away at the pile. And what that's doing is it's forcing grease into this crevice. And then I'll show you what we're looking for. So as you go along, you're doing this action, and then pretty soon, it's gonna start coming out the other side like that. And that's when you know you're good. Move on around to the other side of the bearing, and proceed to continue this until the bearing is completely packed. Then you're good to go with putting it in the car. Now I covered this in one of my previous videos, but I was just kind of wondering, when it comes to tapered wheel bearings, everybody has a different, I don't know, technique, process, whatever they use to tighten them. What I was shown years ago is you take a pair of channel locks, take that nut, and you crank that sucker down, and then you back it off, then tighten it as best you can, finger tight, and then you're good to go. I don't know. How do you guys tighten your wheel bearings? And then of course, once you finger tighten it, you get your cotter pin in, then take the grease cap, tap it back on, and your hub's ready to go. Good to go. You gotta snug up the brake just a little bit with the adjuster, but the wheel bearing feels great. So time to do the rear brake hose here. It's just as dry and crusty as the rest of them, but I want to show you something. As a guy from up north, this is probably one of the most satisfying things I like about these southern cars. Watch this. Brake lines just come right loose. I'm gonna hop up here and get this rear brake hose changed. Be right back. All right, we got the rear brake hose off, and as you can see, there's not a lot of cracks or anything necessarily in it. Get it up here, but the thing is you can tell the rubber's degraded by just as soon as you touch it. Look at this. The rubber just comes right off because the rubber's so degraded and broke down. So definitely wanted to get that one changed. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bleed some brakes now. The lovely Pamela is down here joining us, and the supervisor is joining us. Sandy's here.
You gonna help?
You gonna help bleed some brakes?
Should we go? Should we go bleed? Let's go.
Get in the car with Mom. Well, we got the Buick LeSabre down on all 4 tires for the first time in about a week, it seems like. Now, the next thing I want to do before we start cleaning this up is Richie and we went through the trunk. Now, this car is missing, like you saw with the pictures, it's missing the rear bumper. The front bumper was literally just hanging with 2 bolts because it didn't have one when I got it. Half the front grille, one of the tail light lenses and bezels and such. Most, not all, but most of the parts were in the trunk off of the parts car that we need to make this complete-ish. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of test fitting some of these pieces we got and see what I can get put on it. Just kind of make it look like a whole car again before we take it for a spin. So I'll come back and kind of show you what we have, and then start cleaning this thing up. Well, Sandy and I have been out here working away at it. Sandy's out here in the shop with me today. He's supervising Daddy, keep me on track. Anyway, we went through all the extra parts that came with the car, and I've got virtually everything to finish trimming out the car and such if I needed to. A couple things I'm missing, but for the most part, we got it looking like a real car again. Let me show you what I got put back on. So up front, it did come with the other grille and such. I need the hardware and the little plastic clips. I've got the buckets for the headlights, but not the hardware to hold it in and the springs. So I've got to get that. Front bumper is reattached now. Had to repair and install the backing piece back here. And quite a bit has changed in the back of the car. It now has the full rear bumper and bumper brackets. Got the taillight housing in it, got the quarter filler piece. And I do have the license plate and spring piece and whatnot. So it actually looks like a real car again. Kind of nice. So I think it's about time we pull this thing outside and give it a bath. I'm excited about doing that, but not excited because it is ungodly hot outside and muggy. So, yeah. All right, Richie showed up. Say hey, Richie.
What's up?
And we're gonna go ahead and take the Buick for a drive now. It's first drive on the road in 35 years. Okay, we got 06148, and we know it. The speedometer works because we ran it on the stands. So, what do you say, Richie? We find out if we have 3 gears.
Heck yeah.
All right. Alrighty. There's second gear. Let's see if we got a third gear. There's third gear. We got all the gears, Richie. What do you think?
Heck yeah.
All right. Well, it goes straight down the road. First time on the road in over 35 years. We're doing 30 miles an hour. We've gone, well, let's see, the odometer is working. We've gone about 0.3 of a mile. So I suppose the right thing to do is just throw it on the highway.
Oh yeah, time for a road trip.
Oh yeah, okay. The engine, the carburetor seems very, very happy. Got to give it to Brian and Automotive Fuel Systems. Ooh, she got some pull. Let's try the brakes out. Oh yeah, we got some brakes. Okay.
She likes it.
Yeah, she likes it. All right, we'll see you on the highway in a minute. Yep, let's stick her right on the highway, I guess. Second gear. Third gear. A little dust blowing around. 55 mile an hour, Richie.
Nice.
Now this is the 4-door hardtop, so as you can see, when you roll the windows down, there's no pillar. So yeah, cruising down the highway at 55 miles an hour. Check out that Iowa corn, man. That Iowa corn is getting tall this year.
All that rain.
Yep. Well, should we go to 65?
At least.
Well, according to this, there's 65.
I believe it.
Check it out. Ready? Straight down the road. Wow. Sitting 35 plus years. That's the thing, guys. These cars, they sit and they get forgotten. And there's no reason to leave them forgotten. There's absolutely no reason to just let them sit there and rot. This thing sat forgotten, and, you know, here we are, we're driving it, and things are going great. So, yeah.
Just because she got a blue hood and fender don't mean she can't drive.
That's right. We're going to go for a ride. We'll see you when we get back to the shop. Richie's getting to rock the LeSabre on the way home.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Beans. Well, there you have it. The 1968 Buick LeSabre runs, drives, goes, stops after 35 plus years, Richie.
Really good too.
Yeah, Richie might have given her the beans. Transmission shifts real smooth, crisp. The engine pulls strong. The brakes work wonderfully, finally. I'm going to tell you, I didn't show you much of the bleeding of the brakes because the other night on the clip you saw where Pam came out to help me, she was giving us some fits. Had to rework a couple things. When Richie got here today, we gave him the final bleed. Worked out great. So, and Sandy seems to like it. Is it Sandy approved? Yeah, Sandy approved. So, what do you think we should do with this thing, Richie?
Keep working on it, see if we can't make it a little bit better.
Yep. I was really hoping to take the car a lot farther, but you know, in one episode, I very seldom get them all done. However, we did take this from sitting in the field to running, driving, and you can see it all in one episode. So, tell us, what do you think we should do with this? You know, full restoration, that's out, and I don't do that. What would you like to see us do with this next? Let us know. We'd like to hear it. Now, you get to see what we're working on. Richie and I love to see what you're working on. So shoot us an email at theinevitablegym@gmail.com and send us pictures of your ride and what you're working on. If you like some hats, shirts, stickers, those are at theinevitablegym.com right there. Now, Richie, we like to get stuff in the mail, don't we?
Yeah.
So if you want to ship us something, the shipping address is in the description below this video, and please feel free to send us something that you think would be relevant to what we're working on. Now, the other thing is we want people to hit that like. We love comments. We do read them all. We read each and every comment, and we read each and every email. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Now, if you're watching us on TV, you got to kind of hit the up button or whatever, find the subscribe, but be sure to hit that subscribe button. YouTube likes it.
And we like it too.
We like it too. So, until the next time, join us again when we're going to work on, I think Hershey's next. We're going to do some more on Hershey next. Get him ready. But go out in your garage, work on that ride, and just have some fun. What do you think, Sandy? You want to go for another ride? All right. Have a good evening, everybody.